Hello, everybody. Welcome to Gifted Podcast, Season 2, Episode 2. We got a very familiar guest, Soward. And we got one, if you remember, if you're an OG from a few episodes from fucking ago in Season 1. Jacko, how we doing, boys?
Yeah, good.
Well,
Yeah, we're sort of doing it on the fly today. Late wake up from me. Sorry, boys, about that one. So we'll be talking about Soward's West WYALONG, playing for a new team. You can talk about how different it felt and stuff like that. And talk about how we met Jacko and stuff like that. And Jacko's shenanigans up in Queensland. We won't get into too much of that. But
Yeah.
we'll just talk about what it was like. So yeah, I guess we'll start with you, Soward. Talk about West WYALONG. Talk about your new team. And what was it like playing with them?
yeah, so I went away last week with Kuma Stallions. Signed with them this year. It was a good experience, and obviously good to see the different type of footy that they play, like country footy, city footy. We ended up getting pretty unlucky in versus Rams Friday night.
Oh.
Don't know how that works, but
Don't go, but
yeah, So we versus Rams, drew 6-all at full time. But it was all the boys were saying it's the toughest game of footy they've ever played, like the Kuma boys.
oh yeah.
They were we haven't played any tougher footy than that.
But I actually thought you played better
Yeah.
than them too. Like you own most of the possession. You probably should have scored like 2 or 3 more tries, I reckon.
Yeah, the boys stuck it to them. All of us were getting whacked in that, and then just kept get up, go again. But that's just the difference between country footy and city footy. I reckon the country boys are just a bit tougher when they get whacked, get up, go
100%.
again. But yeah, it was overall it was a good experience. I went last year for Bushies, obviously.
Yeah.
But I reckon this year was a better experience for me, and just all the boys get you around you more and that. So especially being younger, playing A grade. But no, it was good.
Yeah, second game. But we might pull up the clip. Bit of NRL roast posted this too.
Yeah.
What was that like? The sprinklers coming on.
So yeah, sprinklers came on. I guess as the other team was converting a try. The sprinklers are actually sewage water.
Oh my god.
So yeah, a few of the boys didn't smell too red hot after that.
Oh yeah, I saw them in the clip. Too, they're walking under it, going
Yeah.
like washing themselves. Oh, no.
Yeah, nah. It was 38 degrees that Saturday, so it was definitely
That's hot footy.
Yeah, it was hot. So
Guess they wouldn't mind the sewage water then.
Yeah,
for 38
that
degrees.
is hot footy.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, it sounds like he's had a good time, played some good footy, so Hets too. I don't know when we'll ever see you again, mate. You haven't been appearing in videos so much recently.
His defense was good this time, so
Oh.
Can finally learn how to tackle.
Gotta give him that. He tackled good.
Yeah, no.
He's only got one shoulder though.
So when's your season start? Do you boys know yet, or you got your draw?
Anzac Day.
Anzac Day.
Yeah.
How far is that?
April.
25th.
Yeah, April 25th.
24th or 25th.
Yeah, one of them.
Cool. Well,
I think it's the day after. I think it's Anzac Day's a Friday, and then we play Saturday. I'm pretty sure.
yeah, sweet. We'll be there. We'll get a little vlog going. Hopefully, is it home? Do you know if it's a home game yet or not?
I'm not too sure. I
Oh,
don't know who we're versing, but I know
hopefully
we're
we'll be there. I'm not going bloody 4 hours yet.
Yeah.
Go watch some footy. But yeah, if not, we'll hopefully it's on Bar TV. We can post some clips and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Jacko, how you been, mate?
Yeah,
Haven't heard
good,
from you in a
bro.
while?
Yeah, it's been a while. It's haven't been in Canberra. I was living in Queensland last year for the year. Had a bit of a gap year. Away from the family and whatnot. But it was alright.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
Yeah, not bad. So we'll talk about obviously how you boys met and stuff like that. It's a bit of a romantic love story here with everyone. Yeah. How'd you boys meet? And obviously how you become best friends now.
Well, I moved down here. I trialled for Raiders SG Ball at the end of 2022 and sadly didn't make it. But my family ended up moving down here for their work, and I saw a few clubs that were down here. One of them, my mates from back home, used to live here, and he was giving me a few ideas, and I went to one Bushies training and then ended up going to a few more, and then Rooster, Nick and Peter rocked up all in Arundel gear, not training, and I was thinking, fuck, who are these fellas? Like, not training, because back where I'm from, no matter who you are, you're still training, like, no matter pre-season, whatever. And I was thinking these guys.
Yourself, Soward, mate.
Yeah, I was thinking these guys like they
He's
just
calling me cocky.
yeah. I was like these guys think they're better than everyone else, like not training and that. And then I talked to them after the game, after training. Sorry, had a bit of a chat with them and the coach and whatnot, seeing what they were about. And then yeah, I think it just started because you had tattoos already and we were still 17 and. I was like, where I was from, that's fucking, we never were able to do that. And I think that's where it started, wasn't it?
Yeah, I remember you asking me after training, you came up to me and you were like, oh, how old are you? And I said, oh, 17. You're like, F off.
Yeah.
then,
Bloke had a full beard at 17 and I was thinking that's crazy.
Yeah, and then I don't even know. Just went from there, just went to a couple more trainings and ended up, like, we played a game and then ended up staying at yours.
Yeah.
End up being culture captain.
Yeah.
Did a bit of everything.
Yeah, I think finding out your last name was a bit of a shock too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Didn't really believe it. Didn't believe it until I messaged his brother on Instagram.
Oh my. That might be another story for another day.
Yeah.
So Jacko, you're not playing footy anymore. What's happening with you, mate?
I've hung the boots up for a couple of years. Yeah, we were talking about it last night. Might play the Corey knockout for in Canberra this year. But
yeah, okay. Well, you went up to Queensland. You played for BY again a bit.
Yeah, I played for BY. I played a few games. I got unlucky with like a few injuries, like shoulders, and broke my arm last year, midway through last year, so I wasn't able to play much. But our team ended up making the finals. Sadly, we got beat in the semis by a few points. But then the team that beat us got pumped by 70 in the grand final, so that was good luck.
Oh. Well, yeah, maybe talk about BY a little bit, because I know that's where you started and stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah, no, BY's good. I love BY. I always go back. Like every time they're in the grand final, their men's first grade side's really strong. We've got a few Falcons players, like Q Cup players in there, like a few boys from Penrith system. There's a whole family of them. They play for us. Like they've got a pretty stacked team. They made a few signings this year that I'm sure they'll be pretty proud of throughout the season. But always just going back up home, going for the grand final and having a bit of a silly time after the grand final.
Silly Sunday.
Getting up to some mischief. It's always good fun going back home, but love it.
Yeah. Speaking of Penrith, Soward, they were in the Vegas opener. You as a Penrith fan, talk about the game. What do you reckon about them? How'd they go?
Simple as that, mate. They're just the best team.
Oh, there you go.
They play good. It's good to see, obviously, like Cleary back full strength too.
Yeah.
Like he's the spine of that team, really.
But like, best player in the world.
Like
yeah, for sure.
He runs a team, but like you got to look at the little the players that don't get much appreciated. Like he plays a big part of the team. Even like Leota and the props and stuff. Like everyone in that team plays their role and they just play it perfectly.
Shout out Yo, put him in my fantasy last minute. Love that.
Yeah.
Well, like,
that's 70 points.
The kick returns and that, like their forwards don't touch the ball till they get it over their 50.
Yeah.
So like that's why they get a massive rest and they're ready to go again.
I think Tyler's going a bit under the radar these days. You reckon? Like I don't hear as much from him anymore. Like I'm not saying he's bad or anything, but like he's still a great player. But you don't hear like people raving about him anymore these days.
Yeah. I think it was hard for him, but losing Truba and Law.
Oh
yeah.
Especially like after Crichton but now he's alone. There, so.
Oh man, poor bugger.
He's still a beast, but
yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we'll talk about all our teams, and I don't know if Jacko wants to.
No, not really. It was a bit of a poor effort from the Cowboys last night, but
what happened? Is there any explanation for that one?
We just had our defense. Normally, like our key defenders, like Ruben Cotter, Reece Robertson, and like even Nanai. No, I feel like Nanai was pretty shy last night, but I don't know. It's just like we need forwards. Our forwards are pretty old, pretty experienced, but we need some young guns in there getting through. I played against one of the boys that's played in their trial games, Mason Cura. He's looking pretty promising. Hopefully he'll get a bit of game time this season. But yeah, I think it's just like the wings. We had a debut halfback.
Yeah, Duffy.
Since Chatty's gone, but Duffy, he went alright. Had a few good kicks, but I think just. It's only round one.
Yeah, I think I think he did better than what Chad did anyways. He had a bloody shocker for the Chookies. God, they got their ass into him, or the Bronx.
Yeah.
Well, I guess so that comes up to me. I went up to the game last night in Sydney for the Doggies game. It was game started off a bit slow. It wasn't much firepower or nothing, but I guess you expect that for round one. But second half came out, Doggies just put belt to us, I guess you could say. And Tupanua, gun.
Yeah, freak.
What a signing.
Freak.
That went under the radar. No one's really talking about that too much. Such a good player. And then we fell off a little bit towards the end of the second half. Got a bit scared. I was already saying, I was already getting excited and stuff like that. And then they started putting try after try on us. I was like, oh God, here we go. After the game, met CRITTA too. Nicest bloke ever. This is we're talking about the brand a little bit as well. Gave him a shirt. Hopefully he reps it too. Might have to post this on TikTok or Instagram so you see it again, CRITTA. Did you view their story, mate? Rep the shirt, please.
Yeah, come on.
So nicest bloke ever. Talking for having a conversation and stuff. Dapped him up. Talked about his game and stuff like that. He was hurt after the game. He was hobbling a bit.
Yeah, he looked a bit struggled with that calf, I think it was.
Yeah, apparently after the game, Soward was saying, he was cramping everywhere in the same spot. He reckons his glute, calf,
yeah, right,
thigh, everywhere.
It would have been warm, but
it
would have been.
It was
cramp weather.
I don't know. It was warm or cold because obviously, I think we weren't near the cyclone, where whatever was going on, but it was rain. It was raining a little bit and stuff like that. I think it was a bit gloomy everywhere around Australia from that. What? Speaking of that, whatever happened to that? I didn't hear anything.
The cyclone. Well, some of the boys they're in it now at the moment, but Gold Coast, seen on heaps of social media like TikTok and Instagram and all that. Gold Coast is getting absolutely pumped.
Is it?
Beaches are getting ruined, but Sunshine Coast, more north of Brizzy, hasn't really got hit too bad. I don't think, from what I've been seeing from some of the boys. But yeah,
send the praise,
yeah, of course.
Send the praise to Jack Halley and Joey Curcio.
It's a pretty tragic time. I think because that area's never been in anything like that. Never really had any cyclones.
It's a tropical nice place.
Yeah, in recent times, I don't think. So all Woolies and Coles and that was sold out as soon as all the information came out of it. Couldn't get nothing from the shops and.
I saw it drop to a Cat 1, but which is good.
Yeah, that came out this morning.
Yeah, really good. Good signs. Well, not really, but good signs that it's
it's better. It's hopeful.
Better than what it was.
Yeah, 100%.
Obviously, prayers up Queensland. So I guess that. I don't know. That's that. Prayers of Queensland.
Yeah. Good luck, boys.
Next knock,
yeah.
So that wrapped up round one for rugby league. Pretty good round, I'd say. Doggies in top 8. Love to see it.
Damo's already booked his grand final tickets.
Who's playing today?
Oh, it's already wrapped up. Yeah, we got Storm Eels.
Yeah, that should be a cracker. I reckon Storm.
Another
fucking 20
I'm
plus.
going Eels. I'm going underdog.
I reckon Storm
Eels.
20 plus, bro.
Yeah, for sure. I reckon it'll be an arse whooping.
Yeah.
No Moses. It's gonna be a struggle, man. I think that Moses would be a bit close, obviously, but
Hughesy and Munster, I've seen on their potty that Hughesy and Munster off the grog.
Oh, that's good to see.
Yeah, so I don't know how Munster's gonna go, but I reckon Hughesy will I reckon he'll have a good dig.
You reckon that was his fuel, Munster? Is it?
Oh, 100%, bro.
That's why he was so good.
He's a weapon. He's a weapon.
We'd love to see a few Melbourne Storm parties back in the day. After the GF or something.
Yeah, that would be.
Remember years back, Brandon Smith, beers and more beers, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Crazy. So obviously we talked about your footy CAO coming up. So I just want to ask you about obviously, I know we talked about the new team a little bit. I just want to ask you how obviously because it's a whole new system to Bushies and stuff. Well, not really because Big
Kells.
Kells is there. From last Bushy's coach last year. I just want to ask you, is there a bit of a culture switch and stuff like that? Is it different? Because I know you said a lot of the boys said it's a tough when playing a Canberra team is one of the more tougher games they've ever played. And obviously you've been in that environment and stuff like that. Is there any experience you've had to bring to the side, even though you're young, obviously? Any more like, I don't know, is there like, how different is it to what Canberra is?
Like it is a fair bit different in a way, but as I just said, like Kells is there.
Yeah.
So like I've obviously got trained by Kells last year as well. And he's seen both sides of. It's more like the only difference really is the skill wise from Canberra to Cooma. But like it's what you expect, you know. Like it's like Cooma's a great team and everything, but like they're going to be obviously always just that one step behind Canberra with skill wise.
Yeah.
Or anywhere else, but like. No, the boys are good as like they get, as I said, they get around you and that. Like being young last year, like I felt like, you know, it was a bit hard to fit in with the older boys and that.
Yeah.
But here, like they all look at you like, you know, you're one of them. They don't like criticise you because of your age. Not that Bushies did, but you know what I mean. Like they don't just look at you like, oh, you're young, you know, you're trying to think you're good, but you're not, like sort of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, there has been a couple of boys actually that have like, you know, actually a bit of few pointers and that, like the edges and that.
Yeah.
But like I just said, like, you know, play your game, do your best. Like,
yeah,
there's not much you can really give out.
Just back yourself.
Yeah,
really.
just back yourself. And as I said, like they all do. Like we got wingers that weigh like 60 kilos, 65 kilos, and they're running at props like John Papali, and they'll get whacked, get up again, go again, run at him again. Like you don't get that stuff in Canberra. Like no one like. People obviously run at the props in Canberra, but like you don't get people running back and being 60 kilos. Like it's all about the heart. Like with them boys, I reckon. Like they want it like more.
Yeah, for
more.
sure.
And like we're looking this team, like we're looking pretty promising this year. Like because I've heard like done a bit of review on the other boys, like the other teams on Bar TV and that. And they don't like not saying they're shit, but like our team's looking pretty. Yeah, pretty good.
Because you guys know a lot of players from Canberra this year too, obviously. Like
a few,
Hetz, Sads,
Sully.
Yeah, Sully, yeah. Shout out Sully, followed the page too. So obviously you bring a lot of that skill wise footy to a country.
That more technical side of it.
Yeah. So
that
helps a lot.
Then you got to like.
It's a good mixture.
For me and Jacob, like, because we're on the same edge, we got to sort of like. Not like drop it back, but like sort of slow it down a bit.
Yeah.
For the other boys to like, you know, like to learn. And it's all about learning, like where everyone has a lot to learn.
Yeah. Even like you guys, because it's going to be a different game, you know what I mean? You got to adapt to like the game environment too, you know what I mean?
It's going to be way more physical. Like it's going to be slower, but more physical. But then like it's going to be like ups and downs.
Yeah. Because you can't exert all energy like in the early, because you have to in Canberra because everyone's so fit. And, you know what I mean? Like, but like here you got to be a bit more laid back, you know what I mean? Take your time with things and stuff like that. So, no, it'd be good. It would be really good to see you boys play. How's Hetz liking it? I don't hear too much from him, so I might as well ask you.
No, he's loving it. I think he's only been to a few trainings, which he should be getting to more of them. But I haven't been to all of them either. I'll be honest, but no, he's loving it. All the boys getting around him as well. Like, you know, they're so welcoming to us, and like it's not like, you know, they think we came up there because we think we're too good for them or whatever. Like they know that we're there for a good reason, and you know, humble people. So. But yeah, the boys are getting around him and stuff, and you know how he is. He's a loud person, so he gets around them. Like he just fits in. He just
of course.
Loves the culture.
There's no way around it.
I'll ask you. So I know you're umming and ahhing with footy a little bit last year. Is the love back for footy now that you're back into it, or what's the go?
I'll be completely honest with you. I didn't want to play last week. And not because of like no love or nothing, but I got knocked out of training the week before.
You did tell me that.
I was just a bit worried, like, you know, to play, as anyone would be after getting a head knock. So I didn't want to play, and I was like, I forced myself to play and go. Like, I wanted to go, but I didn't want to play.
Yeah.
So I forced myself to play. I was like, I need to. This is what I want to do. And after Friday, I felt good playing. Was keen to play Saturday. Played Saturday, and like it's coming back slowly. Like it's just like everything gets in the way, you know, of footy, like work and everything like that. But it is coming back slowly, and like I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, obviously.
Because I love playing footy, but you know,
you've been doing it since young too. It's not something you lose either, you know what I mean? But
it's good. I reckon I needed the switch.
Yeah.
To a different team, to a whole new club, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And out of Canberra, like just to try something different. I've always wanted
it's
to
closer
play
for you
footy.
too.
Yeah, and I always wanted to play like country footy. I just love the physicality of footy. That's why I just
Yeah. Robbo, will you be attending a few games? Will you be up there?
Yeah, I'll be up there because it reminds me of home. Like when I moved down here from Queensland, it was like probably what Peter's going to experience. It's country footy, like when you're not playing in like a major comp, like the Brizzy comp, Sydney comp, or like the Canberra comp. The little outside surrounding regional areas, they're pretty tough. Like it's kind of like
fighting for something.
Yeah, you got to fight for something because everyone's trying to get to that the NRL or trying to get to Q Cup or whatever, like SG Ball or whatever it may be. Everyone's got that same goal in mind. Everyone wants to be hitting that same mark. So it's just like you got to fight for everything you get because you're not on that main stage of being in a Sydney comp or being in like a major comp in Australia.
Yeah. Well, I'm with you, Robbo. I'm hanging the boots up this year. I'm retiring from footy as well. So reserve grades up for me.
Yeah.
Bushy's got too many players. We can't get in anywhere.
It's a sad time.
Yeah, it's just a sad reality knowing that you're done. 19s is over.
Yeah.
We're old men now. We're done, mate. We're the old boys.
Yeah.
It's done. But yeah, no, really keen to see how he goes.
Yeah, so am I. Especially not being able to see much of him last year. I think the one game
didn't miss much.
The one game we did come down had a few big hits on some big players, on some big names for the Rams. But I'm keen to watch him few or 3 weeks this year.
So see how he 10+ tries this year or what?
No, it'll be good, like, because getting the boys from here coming up there, supporting a different team and that. Like obviously, you're not only going there for me, going there for Jacob as well.
Yeah,
so,
of course.
But it'll be good, like, even if we can get all the boys for a road trip to come down and watch.
Yeah, of course.
But if we're playing at home, it's only an hour drive for you.
It's not that bad. Yeah, it's really not that bad.
If he's on that soft, then he'll go. But
Mate, I bloody drove to Cooma to get your bloody keys, mate.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd mind going and watch a footy game.
Footy game.
Yeah. But it'll be good. Watch Cooma go. Hopefully win a GF.
That'll be good.
Will the games be on Bar TV and stuff like that? Do we know?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah,
it makes my life easier.
Yeah.
When you're playing bloody in who knows where.
Yeah.
Make my life a lot
playing in
easier.
whoop whoop.
Yeah. Heaps down the coast, but like we'll see, we play Saturdays and Sundays.
Yeah,
so
so you doing both.
Sundays, I'll come down here and watch these boys down here. Watch Bushies play.
Well, it'll be good to see us go. Hopefully Cooma and Bushies do good. We'll see how Big Rooster goes. I think he's down at doing trials this week.
Yesterday.
Yeah. Oh, did he play?
Yeah.
Oh, how did they? Do you know they went? I didn't know.
No,
sorry.
I didn't know.
I think they lost, but Rooster said to me they played good. Like, you know, it's a fairly new team. There's a few new names in there.
Yeah, especially the spine. We're doing a pose. Well, I went last week for Resi's training, see how it goes.
But yeah, apparently Rooster said they're looking sharp, so, and I don't doubt it. Like, you know, they got Red as their coach now as well. He's a good coach, so, and the team's always been pretty good, so.
Especially having Darby back.
Yeah,
that's a massive. That's a massive.
It's a whole new spine, really. Besides Nugget, they got I think they got a new fullback, new 6 with Darby, obviously as well.
7 Hayden.
Yes, 7 Hayden. But they looked really good, like slick players and get the job done. Look like really good players. So, it'd be good to see Darby back too after missing all year.
Running amok in the comp as he always does.
Hopefully they give it to the Rams like we did.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, it'd be good to see all the boys go. Well, I think I'll ask he's attending the 1 year party, the Gifted, that's coming up soon.
Of course.
Soonish.
We'll definitely be there.
Need this guy to get back to me. I need to find still to get his booking for the place, but we'll get it. We'll make sure it gets done. Be a good event. Good way to celebrate the year. We talked a bit about it last podcast with Owie and stuff like that. So it'll be good to see. Obviously, it's good to have you back on the podcast.
Thanks for having us.
We'll try to drag it out for a bit longer, and I think we got long enough.
Yeah.
Do it on a bit of a fly today, but thank you boys for coming on. Really good to see you again. Get you back on soon, eh?
Yeah, 100%.
Please.